Hello, all, and thank you for joining Ask Miss Jai Live today on Transgender Day of Remembrance 2022. I want to invite you to the space. Thank you for taking the time to spend with us tonight. I want to acknowledge that my heart is really heavy and that rallying to bring this together has been very difficult in the light of some of the things that are happening in our community and the realities of what's happening in our community. So I want to thank you for your time and your energy and being present tonight. And I want to thank you for being present in the ways that you can show up and being present in the ways that you can during this time. So to start off for Trans Day of Remembrance, I do want to start with a trigger warning that we will be reading the names of the people that we have lost in the last year, and that can be really intense for folks. We won't be sharing some of the additional information that comes with that list from TDOR.translivesmatter.info, but that is available to you if you are interested in looking that up. We will just be sharing the names of folks that we've lost over the last year. I encourage folks to take care of themselves while we are going through this. I'm in really comfy, cozy clothes, sweaters and leggings, things that make me feel good. But I encourage folks to do what you need to in order to take care of yourself while we're going through this. And I want to encourage folks to step away if you need to step away, because this can be heavy and difficult for a lot of us. And so do what you need to do in order to protect your peace, do what you need to do in order to protect your heart and yourself, and take that time uh, for yourself. So I'm going to start off tonight with a breathing exercise. So if you're watching this live, if you're watching this on repeat, we're just going to get a little grounded. So go ahead and, um, if you have your legs crossed, uncross your legs. Sit with a straight back or reclined a little bit. You can put your hands resting in your lap. You can put them on your knees, but just take a sort of like neutral um, posture. And if it is comfortable for you, go ahead and close your eyes. Otherwise, you can turn your gaze downward, or you can find a spot in front of you to sort of let your gaze just drift over. And we're going to do a little bit of a breathing exercise. So start first by feeling the breath in your body and taking some regular breaths and feeling your chest rise and fall. Or if you breathe in your diaphragm like I do, feeling your belly rise and fall. And next, we're going to take a deep breath in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a breath out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do that 2 more times. And allow your breathing to return to normal. Feel your chair underneath you, or if you're reclined or laying down, feel the bed or the couch or wherever you're at underneath you. Feel your feet planted firmly, and just continue to feel that breath in your body. And slowly open your eyes or return your gaze back. I think that TDOR every year can be difficult. I think it can be difficult for us to talk about loss and to grieve what we experience as a community, to grieve our friends and our loved ones, our trans family that's no longer with us. I think this year is particularly difficult in light of the shooting that just occurred yesterday. And so part of this is to acknowledge the folks that we're losing on a daily basis as well. And really that this is a somber and it is a heavy day. And it can also feel like there is not a lot we can do. And at the same time that we are doing a lot already. So I want to acknowledge those pieces. I want to acknowledge that this is difficult. Um, and I want to acknowledge the recent loss that we are experiencing as a queer community with uh, the the act of violence that happened last night, the folks that we've lost from that, and the folks that are continuing to grieve and be in the experience of trauma and violence. So I'm gonna move a little bit into a little bit more about what Trans Day of Remembrance is, especially for folks who follow me. There are a lot of folks who are health providers. There are folks who are not part of the trans community who might not be aware of what TDOR is or where it came from. So just a little bit about TDOR. Trans Day of Remembrance started in 1999. It was started by trans advocate Gwendolyn Ann Smith, and it was started to commemorate and honor Rita Hester, who was a Black trans woman who lost her life in 1989 and was killed in 1998. Excuse me, was killed in 1998 in Massachusetts. Um, and so it was a way to honor those that we have lost to violence, especially violence directed at us because of our gender identity and gender expression, and to acknowledge the communities within the trans community that experience disproportionate violence on and how that impacts us. Since Rita's death, there have been 4,629 trans people who have been lost to violence. Um, and so a sobering amount of people that we have lost to violence since 1999. In 2022, um, there were 390 names that were reported, 390 deaths that were reported, 70 of which were in the United States. Tonight we'll be reading all 390 because this is international, this is a global challenge of violence directed towards trans people. And so it's important for us to recognize how this impacts more than just those of us here in the United States, but it's something that happens all over the world. 73% of those who were killed in the last 5 years were um, victims of gun violence. 85% of folks who have been reported are victims of color, and Black trans women make up 63% of all victims. So this is disproportionately impacting our Black trans femme community members, our siblings who are experiencing this the most frequently. I think that one of the things to note, especially for folks who are not part of the trans community to understand, is that this violence happens to us, these rates happen to us, this risk for violence happens to us, not because we are trans, but it happens to us because our society deems us as having little to no value, and in a lot of ways legitimizes violence directed towards our community. And so we see that increase, especially in 2022 in the United States, with the over 300 anti-trans bills that have been introduced across the United States. We see that in the rhetoric that happens around trans people, that value is not placed on our lives, and it legitimizes treating us in violent ways. So I would like to light some candles. The first candle is in honor of the 390 people who lost their lives this year, the 390 trans people who lost their lives this year. The second candle is to honor those countless others who were not listed or counted, either because they were not seen as trans or because their information was not collected. I would like to light a third candle to honor the 5 people who lost their lives last night at Club Q. I'd like to light another candle to the 25 other people who were wounded last night and those who are still suffering from the effects of experiencing such violence. And then I'd like to light a fifth candle um, for us and to honor our collective grief and loss of our family, our trans family. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start reading the names. Again, please take care of yourself. Please do what you need to do in order to care for yourself. Um, and if that includes leaving this space, please know that the amount of love and care that I have for you as my trans family, as people in my community. There are 390 names tonight, and we'll start with the first. La Pocha. Royal Poetical Stars. Name unknown. Gabriela Arente. Robertina da Silva. Nefes Balkan. Saima. Andrea Velasco Amaya. Carol Souza. Elcho. Zehava. Paula. Mel Robert Groves. Yaki Nahira. Danifi. Teda Lebon. Stephanie Ferreira de Oliveira. Kiva Scatter. Name unknown. Sofia Clementina Noriega. Jesse Hart. Name unknown. Dalila. Victoria Rodriguez Ferraz. Hagatha Luana. Tal Peterbrot Merks. Joe Acker. Joey Jojo Spencer. Ricky Otumuro. True Starlet. Hupaya Morales. AG. Carla Tovar. Jenny De Leon. Alicia Diaz. Marquisha Lawrence. Kuani Circo. Danielle Johnson. Laraya. Joey Diaz Jimenez. Angel Nera. Kitty Rousseau. Julia Madsen. Helen Bridgette Maldonado. Haley Gabriella Feldman. Gabby Cabrera. Alejandra Valeria Lopez. Ceci de Rosas. Mama Osa. Apenat Pluk Pluem. Name unknown. Name unknown. Barak. Talita Soares. Estrella. Artemisa Dominguez. Nikai David. Durya. Martina Caldera. Andrieli Priscilla de Mello. Name unknown. Mani. La Divaza. Cristina Cantillo Martinez. Yasmin Fontes. Beasley. Name unknown. Sarai Atania. Ashu. Akshitha. Pani Malar. Kamuri Amorium. Tofi. Shirley. Lara Vinny. Zania Williams. Usha Rani. Melina Zarita Plaza. Sony. Angie Carolina Patino. Name unknown. Kiyahana Stone. Belzinho Costa. Barbara Weymarin. Amelia Furness Leonhardt. Nikki Turrieta. Amari Lege. Jocelyn Calito. Duval Princess. Brisa Garces Flores. Blenda Schneider. Zen Black. Aldana Lorenz. Carla Valentina Espinoza Lore. Blair Envy. Diana Carrington. Christian Nicola. F.E. Catano. Name unknown. Lovely. K. Vestenberg. Thalia Rodriguez. Jasmine De Silva. Paloma. Natasha Simonini. Name unknown. Karina Lopez. Gune Ozilides. Gail Pandinoho. Name unknown. Parola Alimedia. Emma Boland. Wendy Espinosa. Arlis Cabezas Sierra. Jimena Garcia. Paulina Ferreira. Sitlali. Bebalu Vendraminik. Name unknown. Dosky Azad. Alexa Valle Landaverde. Leon Pindo Quineca. Pamela Carrera. Name unknown. Zerve Soilu. Daini Savalcante de Silva. Michelle. Bea Analia Vera. Name unknown. Hanar. Kimberly Villegas. Valentin Quezada Saldias. Beatriz Sosa. Nicoli. Shay Patton Walker. Matthew Angelo Spampinato. Destiny Lachey. Priscilla Santos. Loren Guzman. Iggy Rose. Bunty. Sabrina Fernanda de Oliveira. Julia dos Santos Silvia. Sophia Gisley. Naomi Skinner. J. L. De Silva. C. de Azevedo Soares. Cypress Ramos. Larissa Correa. Johanna Sanchez. Dorce Gamala. Isabella Vargas. Gabi Matos. Tiffany Meneses. Pamela. Gabriele Montiero. Britney Spears. Samuel Hoffman. Bruna Kimberly. Christina Blackstar. Name unknown. Veronica Martinelli. Paloma Vasquez. Catherine Salazar. Luana Rico Costa. Adrian Baptiste Lucas. Name withheld. Gwen Agatha Linsky. Milo Winslow. Brent Wood. Viridiana. Isabella de Arhu Farias. Duda Marens. Luo. Catherine Newhouse. Paula Mesquita. Andrea Rosso Rolon. Paulo Vaz. Soraya. Patricia Mazzini Manco. Elise Mallory. Mano. Chand. Tatiana Labelle, Samira Iftikhar, Celine Gabriela Co- Colantino, Priscilla Santos, Estrellita Saltos Robalino, VRV, Quinn Maurer Guston, Yessi Montero, S. Keisha Webster, Coconut, Kai Khan, Mirza Helene de Nueve, M. Sheik, Lorena, Marcela Gomez Fonseca, Fernanda Lopez Sommer, Ezra Amos, Mia Love Parker, Ariana Mitchell, name unknown, Yanath, Shaloni Villora, Chrislane Dos Santos, Gracia Devora, Christian, name unknown, Amani Frieden, Lucia Smet, name unknown, name unknown, Anika, Phyllis Joy, name unknown, Fern Feather, R. De Silva Franco, Mildred Castillo Jimenez, Fernandina, name unknown, name unknown, Larissa Carvalho, Ace Scott, Tiffany Landino Bracco, Kelly Kiza Rosa, Kenna Lee Gillick, Renata Cavalcante, Morgana, Carla Michelle Shavira Chavez, Sabrina Calgary, Asher Garcia, Roxy Tumbaco Orala, C. Macias, Damian Frazier, Mariana Jaramillo, name unknown, Carla, Michelle Marquez, Anne Souza, Carla Kress, Adiela Garcia Castaño, Naomi Fernandez de Sosa, Trini, Ray Muscat, Pepa Alvarez, Paris, Melanie Fox, Angel Rodriguez Hernandez, Jimena. Ruby Taverner, Michelle S. Tario. Name unknown. Sasha Mason, Sanjana. Bruna. Nidra Sequence Morris, Estefany Rodriguez Soares. Name unknown. Sharon Seelan Matthew. K. Abdul Gajir. Monica Ribeiro. Maddie Hoffman. Maddie Dickens. Miguel Angel Perez Leal. Lara Skullwalker. Dana Nunez. Bianca Machado Rodriguez. La Flaca. Dee Dee Hall. Alice Littman. Joyce Medeiros. Amy. Camila. I. P. Rani Fada. Chanalika Iea Dior Hemingway. Name unknown. Euridia Pizarro. Rexy K. Carla Machado Noya. Camila Boloco. Camila Bertolotti. Lou Henrique. Lorraine Alves. Virgil Catalonia. Tumicad. Shiza. Sasha. Estefany Fernandez. Betty. Chloe Bianco. Suani Maradiaga. Atena Queiroz de Silva. Vianney Navarrete. Paris Rich. Therafong Lamloe. Brazil Johnson. Daniele do Carmo Santos. FC Ferreira, FC Ferreira Lima. Name unknown. Name unknown. Charmaine McClam. Carmem Lucia Alvarez de Souza. Kaif. Estrellita Martinez Correa. Victoria de Lima. Cromada. Kitty Monroe. A. Masi. Nancy Sakultut, C.A. Castillo Morales, Cherry Bush, Jasper Aaron Lynch, Isabella Sandoval, Kelly Romero Hernandez, Jimmy J. Lee, name unknown, Taylor, Sabrina Houston, Martasia Richmond, Laura Croft, Tamara Campos, Nikki, Toy Davis, Ana Paula Albino Lovera, Ranatina, Valise Ortiz, Sasha Barrio Nuevo, Keisha Chanel Getter, name unknown, Lavinia de Silva Pereira, Camila Rodriguez Diaz, Shanaz, Camila Marie Swan, Hayden Nevea Davis, Desain Franca, Sarah Nicole Munoz Palacios, Marisela Castro, Mascan, Isabella Yanka, Amanda Iara Caete, Ignacia Palma, Kimbella Kimball, name unknown, name unknown, name unknown, Rodrigo Ventosilla, Bia, Sofia Vera, name unknown, Monica Lorenzi, Pamela, name unknown, Dana Alejandra Navas Corredor, Victoria Alejandra Aronisi, Diana Navarro, AC D. Morrison, Violeta Marajosa, Marimar Santiago, D.D. Rex, Regina Allen, Zoya, Karina Guzman, Kushbu, Malte C., Jessica Martinez, Ingram Gordon, Paloma Cruz, name unknown, Salome, Renato Estrada, Luis Fernandez Case, Alex Bastian, Teresa Montano, Vittoria Magalhaes, Carolina de Leon Montaño, Renata Garcia, Susana Villarreal, Samaja Sincere Billingsley, name unknown, Serena Brenneman, Chocolatito Anzora, Luna Flores, Nicole Ruiz, Melina, Wafa, Rawani, Este Sawe, Valeria, Rosa Salvaje, Isabella Alvarez, Nila. I want to take another moment to breathe. Feel the breath filling your lungs. Take another couple of deep breaths. Thank you again for being present tonight. I wish that you will take time to yourself to take care of yourself. I wish that you will have the opportunity to rest this evening. And I hope that you have the opportunity to take care of those that you love and hold those that you love close. I want to thank you for taking the time to um, remember those that we've lost for Transgender Day of Remembrance this year, and show my gratitude for joining me in the very difficult reality of grieving our dead and grieving the people that we have lost. As always, much love to you all, even to those that we haven't met yet. Um, much love to my trans fam, and much gratitude to my trans ancestors whose shoulders I stand on to be here and to be able to do this today. Much love from Ask Miss Jai, and please take care of yourselves on this Trans Day of Remembrance.